Minnesota. We've had a wonderful night here. We've had a lot of good memories and a lot of fun. And what we have here tonight is a wonderful championship duel, a master of AWA and NWA, The Sheik and Jerry Blackwell.
First of all, let me tell you something. I'm up here in the middle of nowhere. I recently had both my arms chopped off. I had bariatric surgery, and you can see it ain't working very well. I haven't lost a damn pound. I'm down to 448. But I can still splash people. That's right, Mean Gene. I can still splash people.
It's impressive, Jerry. We've missed you. And the Sheik, Adnan, El Casey, the Taliban, ISIS, let's hear from you.
Brother Oakland, I'm back from the mainland to visit you and my brother Blackwell. And I just came from the studio with Jeannie. Dance, Jeannie, dance. And she took care of me.
Yes.
As only Jeannie could do.
Absolutely.
What we've heard is that the High Criers want to have a rematch with you over at Maple Trails on Boy Lake.
First of all, let me tell you something. I took that old daddy, got ya? I completely splashed him. I squashed I took the membrane right out of him. They had to bring him out to the Walker Elder Suites out in Edina.
Did you see Signe Sears there?
Well, I saw the ghost of Signe Sears. They took Vern Gagne out of there because I splashed him in the parking lot. He tried to take my bag from Hy-Vee. That ain't a good idea, Greg Gagne's dad.
Sheik, what about Jumpin' Jim Bronzell, still from White Bear Lake, Minnesota?
He's not jumping anymore because we inebriated him. And Brother Blackwell, I have enough money to grow you new arms, so we'll get you new prosthetic arms. And we will be back in the ring to defend our title and remain the tag team champions of the world.
I want to take you boys back to the great memory, the Lakeside Inn in the 1980s with Mean Gene Okerlund and Chump Hogan playing in the band. I heard that you guys were in the audience.
Well, first of all, let me tell you the real truth about Chump Hogan. He was a stand-in for Miami Vice. That's how he got his start. He was licking Erica Estrada's you-know-whats. That's your Chump.
You mean her private parts?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's your Chump Hogan. So, I'll first of all tell you this. I had a one-on-one with Hulk Hogan. We had a power slam competition. I don't know if you remember that, BG, but I power slammed them all!
Incredible! Sheik! Comment on that!
I believe in Jerry Blackwell, my brother, and we will always be the tag team champions of the world. Allah, Allah, Allah.
Allah! Allah!
What a bunch of crap!
Wait a second.
Oh, what the hell's that?
Well,
How would you like to be body slammed, Gene Okerlund?
let me
I
tell
lost
you.
my voice. I'm talking like him now.
I'm sick of all that bullshit from fucking Middle East. Sheik, where's your sword?
Watch your language.
Where's your sword, Sheik?
I threw it away.
Where the hell
I
did,
threw it away.
where the hell did you throw it?
I lost my voice and threw it away.
It's just a disgrace.
Any other stupid questions, Mr. Gene Okerlund?
Gentlemen, we've had a lot of fun here up at Boy Lake, but I want to bring you back to another memory. I want you to bring back to Lord Alfred Hayes and SD Mark II. Talk about that era.
SD Mark II will take you into a tunnel of dark, dark despair, Mr. Okerlund. And I'll tell you something. There's all kinds of pottery up here and around about all kinds of things about my fellow Donald Trump. He is a fine man. He is a man of honor, a man of dignity, and a man of efficence is my new word for you, Mr. O'Sullivan. Upper efficence.
Esty, we love to hear Esty Mark too. Tell us, John Josephson, what do you think of Jumpin' Jim Brunzell?
I'm not John Josephson. I'm Ken Patera, the strongest man in the world.
Strongman Ken Patera.
Even though I'm 95 years old, I still have the 22-inch python.
It was from the bronze medal back in, I don't know what Olympics it was.
1972, Gene Okerlund. You got Alzheimer's. You can't remember a damn thing, can you? The 1972 Olympics. Keep the damn microphone in front of my mouth so I can speak. Anyway, yeah, I got that medal. I think it was gold. You called it bronze? Bronze, gold, they look the same.
We call it frankincense and myrrh from where I come from. And let me tell you something, Mean Gene. First of all, we have to get a little bit of an upgrade here from the North Face attire. And I'll tell you, have you ever had Dentine chewing gum?
I have, Esty. I tell you, Lord Alfred Hayes, I've had Dentine, I've had Spearmint, I've had Wrigley. What's your favorite?
My favorite is Double Mint. And every once in a while I'll pop in a Juicy Fruit. But I will tell you, SD Mark II is going to take Jim Brunzell, or sub-jumping Jim Brunzell, into a tunnel of dark despair such as he has never faced before. And Mean Gene, when he's done with jumping Jim Brunzell, he can go back to White Bear Lake. And you know what he can do? He can enter another jumping contest.
I tell you, the last couple weekends we've talked about Jigsley, we've talked about Fragile, we've talked about the Hopkins Bowl, Hyde's Hairnaway. Tell us about that.
Jigsley, heard you're in a new group with the Invasion. Well, we're going to come and invade you at Shamrocks. Ken Patera, Lord Alfred Hayes, the Sheiks. We're coming to get you, Jigs, so be ready. The strong man and his posse are coming. Get ready for the pythons.
We're coming after you one, Jigsley. You can hide with your different various bonds. Ken, up at here, Mundan's jump. But I'll tell you something. Where I come from across the pond, where the god changes, and where the only queen, not Hillary Clinton, but the Queen presides. Jigsley, we're coming after you.
Get ready, Jigs.
We've talked to Sheik. We've talked to Jerry Blackwell. We've talked to Lord Alfred Hayes. We've talked to Kenman Strengths. We've talked to Strongman Ken Patera. Let me tell you, we've got Jesse the Body Ventura, and we have his Asian partner, Ming Sang Chu.
You know, first of all, let me tell you something, Jack. It is not Ming Sang Shu. He was some perpetrator in the Como Park area.
What about Mary Stauffer?
Well, you know what? She had it coming. That's all I'm going to say about that there. We're talking about Mr. Saito. You need to understand, a Toyota is a strong car. And Mr. Saito is wanted in 42 states, dude.
Ming Sang Chu, Mr. Saito. Let me hear from you.
I'm Ken Strongman Patera. Mr. Saito couldn't make it because apparently he put a boulder through the McDonald's because he was pissed off he couldn't get his hamburger at 2 in the morning. I think it was in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Anyway, Saito sends his regards from Cell Block H, Stillwater Prison.
Mr. Saito, Ming Sang Chu. Jesse, tell us what you've been up to. We've heard that you've been in Maple Grove. We've heard that you've been in Mexico. We've heard that you've been in Coronado. What's the situation?
You know, most recently, I'll tell you right where I've been. Do you know who Susan Lucci is?
Well, she's from All My Children, my God, Jesse.
You know, let me tell you, Susan and I have been dancing in the French Riviera.
A.K.A. Erica Kane.
Erica Kane is right. And let me tell you, for all the people out there that wishes that they were Jesse the Body Ventura, Erica Kane knows what that's like.
I've always been a part of One Life to Live and General Hospital. Luke and Laura, what's this Erica Kane situation?
Well, first of all, Erica Kane is the goddess of what we call daytime television. But let's get to the real fact. I'm taking on Wahoo McDaniel in an Indian strap match.
We've heard his Ohio call. We've heard him in Reamer, Minnesota. Talk to us about it, Jesse.
You know, that's about what he can do right now, Big Gene. He can shout out some kind of a Bigfoot, aromatic Sasquatch call when he's gonna face the body. You know what happens?
Strongman, we think we have a situation here where we think you're a little skeptical about the Sasquatch situation. Kevin, talk about that.
Sasu?
Sasquatch. Do you believe, Kenman, Strong Patera?
Sasquatch. Is he very strong?
Well, we think he's up here in Reamer, Minnesota, close to where you guys are right now.
Does Sasquatch happen to have the 22-inch pythons like me?
I think we're talking about, the big jerky, the wild beef jerky.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Sasquatch is a myth. And until I see the real thing and break it in half with my 2 strong arms, I won't believe he exists.
You know, let me tell you about Sam Squanch. I'll just tell you this. Some people call him the missing link. Oh no, make no mistake about it, Mean Gene. I am the missing link.
Gentlemen,
He's the missing link and I'm the real thing.
from Boy Lake, Minnesota, we have a number of wrestlers here. We're working with Jigsley and Fragile, the one, the only AWA superstars.